Coffee with the Summerland kids. Welcome. Good day. Good morning. All that good stuff.
I'm hiding. I'm hiding. You can't see me. You can't see me.
I'm Jericho. I'm Aaron. He's Jericho.
He's Aaron. I'm Jericho. It's Casual Friday. I'm wearing my tie
Nice. That's awesome.
and I don't know if you can see it, but it is a truly amazing warlock's cloak. I'm a magician.
Awesome. I got my Bloom's General Store T-shirt on from when I was yesterday. I spoke about Joel Bloom, and I brought in my jacket. Here's my my jacket with my symbol on the back. The artist.
That's your symbol?
Well, that's just the straight up it's like the SWAT team or FBI when you show up on the scene. It's like, hello, I'm here to help. I'm the artist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That is sweet.
Yeah, this is my old
how's the weather this morning there?
This is my old uniform.
Love it, man.
It's got my name. See, artist here and my name here.
All you need now is a badge number, man.
Yeah, exactly. 000.
You could be the art police, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It just has that official feeling, you know, when you walk on scene, you're like, okay, what's up? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, so we were talking and we decided that we're going to start using that song that I guess you could say I wrote it and helped compose it.
You wrote it. Yeah, you wrote the words. You wrote the lyrics. Summerland Kids.
Yeah. So I'm still learning about the technology and the legal aspect of it, but I have a big meeting today with one of my coaches, one of my, I guess you'd call him life coach or mindset coach that I've worked with before.
Nice.
Because I'm having trouble, Jericho. I'm having trouble. I looked at those listings. And it's like, man, we need in order for me and you to get back home, bro, it's going to be $25 million. And I'm having, I do the manifestation thing and I'm having trouble, I guess, believing, convincing myself, allowing myself to feel worthy enough to go back home. Am I worthy enough to go back home? Because in order to get there, I need basically me and you, because I want to be there with my friends.
Yeah.
I figured $25 million because I want to give half of my money to help people.
Okay. So you up the game because, like the $15 million number would essentially potentially buy the house for $7.3 million that my granddad my dad made or whatever. Essentially like a hometown house for me. And then in town, there's a house for is it 1.7 million or is that the number on that one?
Something like that. The way I figure with moving costs, furniture and stuff, we're looking at about 15 million. You and me could own a home and basically retire in our hometown, living off the interest of what's left, 15,000.
Right.
But then I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm like, I just wouldn't feel right unless, if I'm to a point to where I'm spending 10 million or 15 million for me and my friend to have a house, I would want to spend 10 million or 15 million dollars to help people. Like I have a
like
hometown.
Charity.
Yeah. A tiny home in the city or a mobile tiny home or a tiny home on a ranch is not $3 million. But if you're homeless, you don't really you're not necessarily like me. Oh, I want to be back on my home turf, my hometown. You're just like, I just want a home.
Yeah.
Any home is good.
Right. And thankfully you got you're in more than step one. I mean, you being a homeowner now, you have a mortgage payment. So you are you're a contender in that realm, but like we said, moving to our hometown. And I think that there's something to be said for the fact that to move back to our hometown, even if we were roommates in the cheapest home in Summerland, we still need like $3 million to come back.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you had a million and I had a million and we decided let's go in on this house, we wouldn't be left with much left over to
No, exactly.
invest in.
Exactly. And that house, the Varley house, is very unpretentious. It's a, I wouldn't even call it modest. I would call it basic little cottage. Um, Probably, semi well maintained. It's probably had a couple little upgrades. It's probably like, frick, that house is probably 100 years old, right?
That's what I think. It looked like an older, well-maintained house.
Yeah, yeah. So, but it doesn't look like the house my dad built for my granddad in 1985, let's say. Um, it wasn't nothing fancy. It was a basic uh, house, wood construction, 2-story, master bedroom for grandma, grandpa style. It wasn't really. It might be 1,800 square feet, something like that. I'm just guessing. It's not
The
huge,
smaller one is, I think, less than 1,000 square feet. Like it basically reminded me of the house I'm in now. This is
right?
simple, modest, regular old house that's been well maintained, a couple minor upgrades. Just a humble house that I could afford. Now that's a trip because 3 or 4 years ago, if you would have asked me, "Hey, Aaron, do you believe that one day you'll be a homeowner again?" I would have told you no, bro. I would have been like, "Nah, I'll be happy to
Yeah,
rent."
right. Yeah,
And so 3 years ago, this was an impossible dream. Now we're talking about an impossible dream at a level that's like, yeah, $3 million is the cheapest, but $10 million would get us into our old homes from kids. But really, $25 million would make it happen easily to where we could live comfortably, modestly in our homes, yet have enough to help if where we can.
right. It's almost like 250,000. What you add a couple, you add the zeros, of course, right? Which makes it
Yeah.
the $25 million mark. Um, it's crazy. It's like when we used to watch the $6 million Man. You know, what $6 million felt like when we were 8 years old is like, just, oh my God, $6 million Man. That's amazing.
Yeah,
But now
yeah.
it's like,
Or
yeah,
like the Austin
the houses.
Powers when he's like $1 billion,
One
and everyone's
million
like
dollars.
$1 billion. Whatever. That's our coffee budget for the year.
Yeah. So unfortunately, or fortunately slash unfortunately, our place that we were essentially born into, um, our parents sort of made decisions when we were, I want to say, pre real strong decision makers at age, whether we were teens, like being 13 years old, just graduated 6th grade. We're not thinking about buying houses. We're thinking about, what BMX bike rims we're going to get or something. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, like I always go back to when I was a kid. My goal was great. Grandma's going to give me $5 an hour to go help her in the yard, which was pretty good back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to save my money and buy myself an arcade game for my house. And what did I do? Drop every day, drop that money in the arcade. I'll save $1. Couldn't do it, didn't do it, didn't have the willpower, didn't have the long-term thinking
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I think some
Even
kids get it younger than others.
even when we were in our 20s, my friends of mine were buying houses for like just above 250,000, let's say, when we were in our 20s. This was in the 1990s, and that number seemed outrageous at the time. It seemed like, oh my God, how's my friend going to pull it off? How's he going to do it? He borrowed money from friends. He probably got a bank loan. He did multiple things to get that down payment to get him into the door of a total fixer upper that was just like, foundation needed repair, all of it. It was a complete fixer upper in Summerland. At the time was 250, and now it's probably like, it's probably up there. It's probably $2 million, because that one house that you're looking at for 1.7 is, I want to say, it's not over glamorized at all. It's very simple. for one
No,
point seven
I
million.
like that one because it's on the double lot. It's in town. It's
Yeah,
close to the school. It's in
yeah,
the best neighborhood in the world in Summerland.
yeah. And you can walk to your old house that's now Rusty's Pizza Parlor and get your
Oh my gosh.
we gotta look up the menu and see how much a large cheese pizza is. It's probably like $30.
Yeah, Rusty's has never been a cheaper pizza parlor.
No, not super cheap. No, I mean it's not.
They got good pizza.
They got good pizza. I gotta hand it to them. I mean, we used to love going to the Rusty's Pizza in Carpinteria. And my grandfather, I think I may have, he did some comic books for them. I think kids coloring books for the kids. But yeah,
Oh, that's awesome, bro. I
yeah,
remember those. I
totally.
love those.
Yeah. So man, it's like it would be a feat, just to get back in to Summerland for sure.
No, and that's where I'm at, it's like, oh gosh. People talk about Bitcoin. Oh, they're exclusive. There's only so many of them. Well, how many Summerland people are there that were
Right.
born and raised or brought home from the hospital and raised there? So we're kind of a limited commodity.
Yeah.
There's that. And then you look at it, okay, sure, there's some of the superstars from our area, the skateboard people, a couple artists, some musicians and stuff. So there's definitely something to it.
Yeah, there is. There really is. I mean, it's a beautiful place. Just a simple little, like back in the day, the oil boom. In early or late 1800s, early 1900s, they were drilling oil there, and then fishermen, craftsmen, blue collar working folks lived in Summerland. It was just you didn't really think much of it. Just another little beach town. But now, with the population growth, it's become a thing to me where California is like, they call it the Golden State. I think they're actually ahead of their time calling it the Golden State. Maybe because of the gold rush. I'm not sure about the history.
I think
there,
that it's because of the gold rush.
Yeah.
I've lived in the Motherlode area, and when I moved here, I'm like, oh, great, Orville is named after gold, Golden State. But I got some miner friends, so I look on the mine maps, and so to the south of me is what's called the Motherlode.
Wow.
And then to the north of me is the Great Northern Lode.
Oh, wow.
So I'm at the south end of that big chunk that goes through Oregon. It's like all the mountains. And then on the south of me, it goes all the way to San Diego, the gold veins, I guess.
Right. Wow. I wonder what kind of like, what the determining factor was that kind of kept that backed off the rush. Wonder what kind of ended the rush.
Maybe I have to say it was government regulation.
Probably so.
I mean, I'm not sure. I know that there was 2 times that something happened. And it basically, I'm not a stock market guy, but I know that gold is a commodity.
Yeah.
Oil is a commodity. These are major trade. Wheat. So if I come to you and you're looking like an oil baron with your cowboy hat, I'm just going to say you got oil, fuel, and I look like that city slicker. I got music. I got medicine from herbs or whatever. We would trade.
Right, for sure.
And certain things that we know are worth money, like gold or oil, we know there's going to be someone ready to buy it right now today, as much as we got.
Okay.
So this is how economy works.
I think you nailed it, man. I think you're right with the oil rush, maybe kind of almost like leveled out the gold rush, where oil became even more of a boom, and then, like you said, the regulations in oil, and then people dispersed themselves a little bit. I think a lot of those old guys, they aged out a little bit, probably too. The people that were in the gold rush in those days.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's odd. It's like, how come so many people come from all over the world to go to Hollywood?
It's the dream. Yeah.
It's like one of my comedian idols, if you will, or people that I admire as far as comedy, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Right. I was talking to my girlfriend this morning about this $25 million I need.
And how
I want to, yeah, I bumped it up to 25 so we can have basically 12.5 million to build a charitable foundation.
That's cool. Yeah.
To help everybody get back to home, whether it's their home, their hometown, or any home where I can hang my hat.
Right. Exactly. That's what's up, man. Big time. Yeah. So the extra funding is actually needed to start a nonprofit charitable foundation kind of a thing, right?
Yeah. And I think, like I said, I didn't believe I could get to where I'm at now, but I had a mindset issue. I changed my mindset and it happened. And so yeah, okay. So add a couple zeros on the end, not just 150,000 like my house is now, not 1.5 million, 15 million is like the minimum.
Exactly. 15 million is the minimum because, that one house for 7.3 million and then the other one for 2 million, call it. So that's like, it's close to $10 million to get in the door to buy 2 houses. And then, and then you got to have enough money to pay for the property taxes and the maintenance, the basic stuff, just to get you in the door. That it's crazy how much property tax those houses pull in, essentially. There's a house.
I got a cat climbing the wall, literally. I'll have to see this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught it. She just jumped down. Wow.
Okay.
That was wild.
There's a house that's technically like the first Summerland exit. In some degree, would be the Padero Lane exit. Right on Padero Lane.
Don't tell everybody where we live, man. The paparazzi are going to come after us, bro.
Well, there's a house for $70 million. The house for $70 million looks pretty damn amazing, but I'm curious what the property tax on that place would be. I heard something about 1% or whatever I just don't know the numbers that well. But
dude, I think about it, dude, and I think about how good it feels for me when I got an extra $50 to offer to a friend because they decided to come and help me move. Could you imagine that being like, $70 million for a beach house?
Right.
And it's hard for me to stomach the reality that many of these houses are left vacant, held as a business holding for profit and
loss, profit and loss, right?
Profit and loss and write-off, yet there's so much human equity that is lost to the rigors of modern society.
Right.
Like, I just wonder how many people are out there that would be just the most amazing artists if they just had an art studio, or maybe the most amazing counselors if they got paid for the work that they pour in to the people that need it and can't pay the $300 an hour for a good counselor.
Right. I know. I thought of that. I mean, just the element.
So we talked about something too. We're like almost 20 minutes into the show already. It goes by so fast. But we had talked, we wanted to play our song, the song that.
Yeah, the Summerland Kids. You wrote the lyrics.
I wrote the lyrics. But I'm telling you, dude, lyrics, poems, when I do the writing, it's a muse. It's inspiration. It's emotional.
Yeah.
And like to have an outside muse like you just saying, yeah, bro, that's cool. Or wow. Or why don't you do that? Anyway.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
It's undercredited, dude. Like I look at Jack Black and Tenacious D, right? Jack Black. Everyone knows Jack Black. You know who Cage is?
Is that his sidekick?
That's what everyone says. Oh, isn't that Jack Black's sidekick?
Right.
Oh, dude. Cage was Jack Black's mentor.
Wow.
Cage, when Jack Black got to Hollywood, I don't know if you listened to the story. I watched it a while ago. Jack Black got to Hollywood, got started in one of these troops, acting, comedy, music. And Cage was like, they just hit it off. Cage was the older guy that's like, come on, dude, come on, do it. You got it. You got the jab. And he did. And everyone said, oh, Jack Black, he's awesome. Who's this Cage guy? And if you've ever listened to Cage jam, he actually rocks, dude. He knows his stuff when it comes to music.
That's cool.
You could just see the energy out of those two. Is just like, cool, we're hanging out, we're kids, we're creating, we're doing fun stuff. And I think that society overlooks the helper, overlooks the assistant. My friend does construction, and he's always like, oh, I got so many helpers. But when he finds a good helper, that's a beautiful thing, because now he's at triple production because they're in sync. People overlook that, I think.
Oh, I know.
So I want to give you, like I said, dude, we're looking at this $25 million idea. I can't do it without you. You got some, like, I'm writing songs. I'm like, this song sucks, but you listen to it, you're like, dude, that's a hit.
Yeah, no, the Summerland Kids is a beautiful song, man. All the lyrics are beautiful, you know?
No. So we're going to drop ourselves down in the corner.
Okay. And play that song.
I'm going to share the song. So I just did double check in the studio. I'm going to go into the bubble.
Cool.
And so we're down in the corner.
Nice.
And looks like we're up, and we're going to go ahead and play this song.
Cool.
I'm playing the remix.
The Summerland Kids are an amazing group. Each one of them unique. Look at the proof. Summerland is a place not too far away. Maybe you'll visit us here on Sunday. The town on the coast, a beautiful place. The name it was named for mythical grace. The place in forever, where we come and we go, to start a new life from the old one before. Some say it's like heaven, a place we will stay. Others profess it's the origin from where we go away. And then others might say place is not real. Then I have to say it is something you feel. No name can express what it is, all complete. Kind of a place where our souls go to eat. There is nothing quite like the friends you might make, where time and space are so real and nothing is fake. Be it on earth or only in mind. The Summerland place, I hope you will find. The Summerland place, I hope you will find.
Now, Jericho, you were saying you liked version 1 a little bit better, right?
Yeah, version 1. That's version 2, I think, right there, right?
Yeah, I've been calling the version 2. I've been calling it the remix. So yeah, let's
cool.
if anybody sees this video, it would be awesome. I got both versions. I just want to know, which one do you like best? We just played the remix. Now we're gonna play the original.
Okay, cool.
And like, what do you like?
Summerland Kids, an amazing group. Each one of them unique. Look at the proof. Summerland is a place not too far away. Maybe you'll visit us here on Sunday. The town on the coast, a beautiful place. The name it was named for mythical grace. A place in forever, where we come and we go, to start a new life from the say it's like heaven, a place we will stay. Others profess it's the origin from where we go away. And then others might say the place is not real. Then I have to say it is something you feel. No name can express what it is or complete. Kind of a place where our souls go to eat. There is nothing quite like the friends you might make. Where time and space are so real and nothing is fake. Be it on earth or only in mind, the Summerland place I hope you will find. Summerland is a place not too far away. Maybe you'll visit us here on Sunday. The town on the coast, a beautiful place. The name it was named for, from mythical grace. A place in forever, where we come and we go.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Kind of excited, dude, because I actually like the way it turned out, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great, using the AI music creator, essentially, right?
Yeah. It was kind of my first idea to try and find some musicians. Think about the Jim Morrison and the Doors, how they kind of found this oddball poet, on the streets of LA. And they're like, wow, your poets are cool. We're a band. Can we put your poems to song? And that's the Doors, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm on the bubble. I have to do the funny voice when I'm in the bubble. And then sometimes I'm like, man, Grandpa, what are you being so trouble? Shut up, Aaron. Go get your radio and turn on some music. But I don't know what to play, Grandpa. So I've been doing that on my radio show. The seeing the bubble, the picture of me, just that face. I remember that feeling when I was making that face, bro.
Wow. In that photograph, like when they actually took that photo, you're like,
Yeah. I was making this, like you can see the other two kids. I don't like dropping names. You know who they are. But one of them was like standing there all cool, surfer looking, has his chest popped out, trying to be all cool. And then me and the other kid, we're just like goofballs. We're like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly. That's killer, man. Yeah, we had such a great time in those days. And it's crazy because just the word millionaire, I think it's taken on a new a lesser of a big deal. Now remember in the Social Network movie when it's not about $1 million evaluation, it's about $1 billion evaluation. So
what's to stop us, bro?
I know, exactly.
Like really, dude.
And it's just if nothing, nonetheless, it will show people how outlandishly crazy the economy has gotten. But I also do feel that there is a value in Summerland, of course, and it is a high number because it's such a beautiful place, as you say in your song. I don't, of course, down the coast, Malibu, that's way expensive because it's so close to Los Angeles. And for a long time, we didn't really, Santa Barbara was not embracing Los Angeles. Santa Barbara was its own completely separate situation. And we sort of love that space between us, between Santa Barbara and LA. We embraced it as we like our distance from LA. But now it's almost like it's come up the coast and brought with it the money, of course.
Well, it's happening everywhere anywhere that's nice to live. The people with money are able to move there first. They start doing upgrades. They start wanting the better neighborhoods. So they buy up the neighbor's lot.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's exclusive. It's a premier price. just like us, we're exclusive.
Yeah.
Just like us, you really can't put a number value on that experience. Sure, I remember when Disneyland, you could walk in for free.
Oh, right.
You have a couple e-tickets, a couple of C tickets, you're set for the day. Now it's a couple $100 just to park.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man. Well, let's
We hit our mark, bro. 30 minutes.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Cheers. This is Coffee with the Summerland Kids. I put a word out to a close friend of mine, so maybe we'll get a guest on Monday. We'll see. So for now, it's just Aaron and I are rocking it out with hopes and dreams and making dreams come true here. Coffee with the
Buy our
Summerland
song.
Kids.
Buy our song. Buy us coffee. We're going to someday be back in Summerland. I'm not giving it. Dude, if I made it here, I'm doing my coach thing this afternoon with Jeremy or at 11 o'clock.
Cool.
So
yeah.
He helps me and him, work together. So, and I'm real close. I can feel it to where inside I can believe it. My girlfriend believes it. My friends believe it's possible, whether they think they're telling me they believe it or not. I told them, you better not unbelieve me.
Even yesterday when you said, I'm going to send you a Matchbox car. And I said, what do you want? And you said, I want a, indigo blue with flames. And then, dude, I actually had it.
It wasn't a Matchbox car, you notice. It was a Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Hot Wheels or something. Yeah, Matchbox, Hot Wheels. It's all.
And I wanted indigo blue, lightning flames, and it kind of has a lightning effect on the flames. And I wanted a tea bucket, but what you got there, it could be a tea bucket, but it's upgraded as Formula One. It's got the Tesla motors,
modified.
The SpaceX rockets, dude. That thing's badass.
Totally. So I'm going to send that out today. So, well, cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy
one quick thing before I go. It's called, we got a new invention already. It's called the beard tie.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's amazing. Rock and roll. ZZ Top. Cheers, everybody. Have a great afternoon.